Recording. Good morning, September 20th, 2024. We are in the renewal of all things. Renewal. This is the word that I keep seeing and hearing in my own spirit, in my own path, in my own meditations and prayers. Renewal. I'm sure many are hearing it because humanity is awakening together. The veil is being lifted, removed. We are seeing beyond it. We have never been here before, yet we have eternally been. We have eternally been, period. We are. I am. But renewal, the renewal of all things. And we talk about healing a lot in this path, in this soul path, in the place where humanity is right now, healing from the consciousness that we lived in before, the consciousness of separation, of wars, of divisions, of violations, of hurt and pain and trauma, inflicting that upon one another, inflicting that upon ourselves. And this is the time and the transition of renewal. Our healing path, what I'm hearing from Spirit is that our healing path is a renewal of all things. The healing that we are experiencing will be a renewal. And I don't have the full sensing of what that really means. I don't think any of us really does, because we can only receive what is being given to us at any given moment. Anyone who claims to have the whole message is actually, has a lot, has a long way to go, so to speak, in awareness. But we are healing. But in that healing, it is not so much it is a repair, but I want to say it's not so much a repair as much as it is a renewal. Behold, I make all things new. And I just keep getting this word, renewal, renewal. In the renewal, we will be repaired. In the renewal, we will be healed as a humanity. It is going to be a power, a supernatural awareness, remembrance. We will stop denying the divine in us, and we will stop denying the separatedness of the divine to us and the separatedness of ourselves to one another. In that revelation and awareness of what is and who we really are, we are being renewed, but with great acceleration. We're being renewed with great acceleration. Things are being made new, and the power of that acceleration and that supernatural awareness is going to bring great assistance to us in this path. I believe there will be souls that will deny that path, and they have chosen to do so in this incarnation. They will deny it. They will not choose it or accept it. And I believe many of them will choose to transition to the other side over the next 2 years. We talk about the astrology, and it really just is a confirmation, a mirror, a reflection. The cosmos is in us, it's outside of us. It is a dance, it is a quantum understanding, vibration, mystery. We could go on and on of the divine and this thing that we're in. And what it's saying to us over the next 2 years, from now until late 2026, when all the outer planets move into new houses, that there will be a new renewal. There will be a renewal of humanity. This is the great transition we are in, the greatest compressed time of change and transition will be from 2024 to 2026. But it is being set off by Pluto leaving Capricorn. Pluto will be the first outer planet to move into a new house, a new sign from Capricorn. It will finish its work there. It will never be in Capricorn again in any of our lifetimes, in this particular lifetime or incarnation. And so the work of Capricorn that Pluto had to bring for death, transformation, and resurrection is coming to a completion. And so it will enter Aquarius and it will kind of kick off the Aquarian age. And Pluto is about power, and it is restoring the power of the collective consciousness, the higher mind. Across the chart, Leo, it's an axis, the heart-mind axis, the heart-mind awareness, the heart-mind electromagnetism. Something is going to be activated when Pluto enters there to connect the heart and mind of God, the divine source, which we have disconnected from and made it separate from ourselves. That is the main theme of what I see happening to humanity and amongst us. And we are activating that as the veil is being lifted. We can't say we've been here before because we have been behind the veil. We've never been here. That's it. We've never been here. And as all the outer planets, and because it will take 2.5 years for this transition to take place as they tap into their new signs and they retrograde back into their old signs, Pluto will be finished. Its retrogrades are finishing right now. Pluto is in Capricorn from September now. I believe it was September 6th. It made its third and final retrograde into Capricorn from the 6th of September to November 17th-ish. And that will be the final for Pluto in Capricorn. And so these planets retrograde and they give us, retrograde within itself, to me, is renewal. It's that opportunity to renew, to remind, to rewind, to reopen the books, to look again, to reappear, to pray again, to take another look, to review. But it's the renewal. This is the word, renewal. And so Pluto will completely move into Aquarius the mid-November. And then the other outer planets will do their dance and they will tap into their new houses and new signs over the next 2 years, but they will retrograde back into the signs they've been in to finish their work. And they all do that in alternating movement. And it's pretty interesting if you look at it. And so God knows how much we can handle. And so those retrogrades will happen at different times and they will overlap. And so this time will be great chaos and it will be great order. It will be great destruction and it will be great renewal. It will be a tremendous acceleration of the veil being lifted of what was the former age and transitioning us into the new. This isn't about New Age at all. It is about the renewal of all things. We, humanity, as we awaken, are bringing in the new heaven and the new earth. We are the channels and the conduits of heaven. And it is a humbling path. It really is. Nobody is exempt. Everyone is healing. Everyone is being renewed. Everyone is participating in some way. To deny the participation is even to participate. To decide to transition to the other realm and say, I no longer want to live here. A soul will make that decision. And I believe that many will and say, I'm going to just move on through the realms and go to the other side because I choose not to participate as a human in this. But we're still participating. And so renewal of all things is here. A renewal is not like, so to speak, a healing in itself. It is supernatural. There is it really is that power of Pluto where something is dead and it is raised from the dead. It is given new life. This is the renewal I'm talking about. There is a resurrection power that will infuse through humanity as we move with the cosmos, as we move with the cosmos inside of us and outside of us through this transition together. It will be tumultuous, and yet many will find a place of peace in it more than they ever have in their lives. It is truly about the inner path of the kingdom manifesting in this 3D realm. It is about bringing heaven to earth. The world and its false systems, its illusions are used to help us transition because our ego connects to this world through fear. And fear, fear is it's the word of the day. This is what we are being renewed through realizing the illusion of fear. But yet how very real it appears to us in the world, in this illusion through our ego. Admitting that, I believe, is more powerful than denying it. And that's part of the reason why religion and its separatedness from God and its separatedness from one another is dissolving. Saturn, Neptune, and Pisces squaring Jupiter in Gemini. Religion is dissolving in a very massive, massive way and will continue to do so over the next 20 to 30 years. Religion will dissolve. And in that dissolve, we will then no longer be separated. We will have a renewal of the oneness with the divine that we always were. We just believed the illusion through fear. We believed the illusion of separatedness and man-made, concepts. We truly are, in our personality, a makeup of everything we've been taught. Our geography, the books we've read. I've talked about this before, and just we really are a culmination of all of that. But what really, really is deep down is far more and is beyond the illusion of what we've been taught about who we are and what this reality really is. It's all been taught to us through the illusion of fear. And so as things are exposed in the world through whatever means they are exposed, it is meant to assist us in this transition, in this great transition, not to focus on the details of what we see in the world, but to take the inner path into the kingdom, which already resides in us, which we only have been asleep to. And this is our awakening. During that awakening, we are both humbled and we are both healed through the renewal we're experiencing. It might sound like I'm speaking in mysteries or riddles, but it is a mystery, and it is an inner path of what is unseen manifesting in the seen. I, in my own experience, have found that there is no way for this path to truly be manifest without a humbling. And it's not a humbling of shame. In fact, ironically, toxic shame through this humbling is being exposed and healed and renewed and delivered out of us. Toxic shame, this is a main theme that I'm also seeing in this renewal. Toxic shame that has been buried underneath addiction, buried underneath denial, buried underneath delusion, buried underneath self-delusion, buried underneath pride, buried underneath religion. This toxic shame that is buried underneath greed, buried underneath our fears, is being exposed. The toxic shame. And that toxic shame has not only been carried in us through our ancestors, but also has been carried in us through all of the things that have been taught to us and shown to us and done to us, the toxic shame. And so this toxic shame is being routed out and delivered from us. And as we are delivered of the toxic shame, there is instead a replacement and a renewal of humility, true humility, which lets go of judgment. When we are in toxic shame, we judge ourselves and we judge others. And of course, when we are released of toxic shame, there is a love and acceptance, a truth, a humility, a gentleness, a compassion, and empathy. The true teachings of Jesus come in and become embodied in us as we flow in that supernatural knowing of the divine in us and who we truly are, in our identity. Total solar eclipse in Aries. That's what that portal opened to us, our true identity and the healing of our core identity, which opened the portal of that toxic shame to be shown to all of us. Are you being shown toxic shame? Because I believe all of us, in more ways than one, will be shown this toxic shame, and we'll see it for what it is. And we will receive the love that heals and the truth that heals us of this toxic shame that we have carried and has weaved itself through every part of our lives. Just striving, the pride, the striving, the covering, the concealing, all of it, the proving of ourselves, all of it. The mental illness, another big, big theme, the mental illness will be renewed. It will be healed. If we are willing and want to take that path through the veil, the mental illness, it will surface. And so that, even in the mental illness, we're going to see chaotic things happen. Just this past full moon, I mean, in my own house, in my own day yesterday and the day before, like the intensities arise. The full moon shows us our intense emotions at that moment. The mental illness is going to arise. It's going to be shown. But we are being assisted with great power. Pluto, we're being assisted with great power to be renewed. And so this is a gift to humanity right now. And we have come here together. We've come here together to love and receive one another in this healing and in this renewal. And yeah, that's just the message I'm receiving so strong over the last month and just months. And I just wanted to share that with you and just be with you in that, sit in that together in that sacred and holy space, and that just that receiving of where we are together in the divine, and to just receive that together. Sending my love.